Édition La Peuplade is a small publishing company which is independent, and it has been started in 2006, so 13 years ago. And we say that we are a leader in our generation in publishing in Canada, in French. And we publish mostly literary fiction, poetry, a lot of translations from the Nordic world also, just trying to create a bridge between the Nordic countries. And we also distribute our books both in Canada and in Europe with partnerships in France. Really, I don't know so much the Spanish publishing world, but I have been here in Spain, in Madrid, only for a few days. But as I saw at the Feria del Libro de Madrid, and what I saw in the different meetings we had with translators and here at the Casa del Lector, I think that there is a new generation in publishing here in Spain that is very dynamic. A thing that we saw 10 years ago at home in Quebec, and I feel that it's a very good thing that a new generation is coming with different perspectives, probably less titles per year, and working to promote differently the books and to have a new way of looking at the industry. That's what I feel. As I understood, the market is difficult. There's a lot of payers, and yes, the translation, as we are here to present French books for eventually Spanish translations, it seemed to be really open-minded but difficult in the same time, as the translators are not well paid, and as you know, everywhere in the world it's not an easy sector. But I found it really interesting to meet a lot of translators and publishers for the moment. And here at La Casa del Lector, I just discover it, and I think it's a radical place. I really like it because the perspective of putting the reader in the center of the reflection about books, but not only books, about reading, about the perspectives of the evolution of reading is absolutely interesting. And I will learn more about this foundation in the future for sure, because it's really, really nice. Future trends on the sector. I think that, of course, it is changing a lot with technology very fast, but in the same time, it is a sector that is still very traditional, mostly in publishing. And there are really interesting things to look at, but sometimes it's very simple things like design, for example. I think the design needs to evaluate as the tastes evaluate also for the readers, as the readers can be in touch with so many different ways of finding a book or a product or a cultural product. In literature, I think that the books need to be well designed, and that it's more and more interesting to publish less but very well, and to try to expand the territories and reach more readers in a lot of languages everywhere in the world. So trying to work very hard on some texts to have a bigger market and to reach a bigger crowd of people. That's everything I do is to reach more people. So I don't think, for example, that the future is printing on demand, as from my perspective, we need to print more and more from each title. So it's just interesting to twist that. Yeah.